Welcome to my channel. My name is Emmy from Emmy Evolving. If this is your first time joining me, thank you for finding me. If this is not your first time, thank you for coming back. So, guys, I feel queasy. Good God. Just lots of energy right now. Lots of energy right now. So, give me 1 second. Just got to make sure. Okay, there we go. It is playing. Okay, let's get some cards ready. I asked what this conversation was going to be about, and what I heard is darkness is desperate now. There's a lot of craziness going on in regards to energy. A lot. I just really don't want to be part of it. I don't. I've been in my little bubble all freaking, actually, I've been in my little bubble since Sunday night. I've just been in my bubble since Sunday night. And I would like to remain there. I was told that I needed to come on here, do a little reading, just a little reading. Hi, Charlie. And I don't know. Let's see where this goes, okay? Let's see where this goes. I am very excited to share. Super excited to share, like genuinely excited. I've gone ahead and I've started my personal trainer biz. So I've been a little busy bee. Yeah. You know how you know something is meant to be? You know how you know? Sunday, as though I didn't have hella stuff scheduled, I was like, had this cockamamie-ass idea. You know what? I'm going to pause my tasks right now. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and form a What's going on with the image? Oh, it's because my energy is so much. It was stuck and now it's super blurry. My energy is too much, is what it is. So, anyways. Okay, so it's good now. Thank you. So, on Sunday, I had hella stuff, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna pause on the stuff that I have to do, which was a lot, and I'm just gonna go ahead. My other company. And because it was like, oh, 7/7 portal, right? So I was like, that would be an amazing start day, formation day. That's an amazing anniversary day to have for this company. And then I did it. And then I did the live stream, the fire ceremony. Somewhere in the middle of the fire ceremony, I was like, oh, that was a dumb plan. Because state offices are not open on Sunday. They're not. They're not open on Sundays. They're Monday through Friday. And I was just like, well, I guess that's not a good sign. It is what it is. It is what it is. And then the other day, yesterday, I got an email from my lawyer, and they're like, your formation documents are ready. They need your signature, this and that. And your lease agreement is ready. All of the amazing stuff that goes with opening a business. And I was still kind of bummed because I wanted that 7/7 date. And I look at the documents. Guess when they formed this new company? Take a wild guess. Take a wild guess. I don't know how my lawyers pulled it off. Shit was formed on 7/7. What? So I was super happy because I love numbers. I love numbers. I guess that just goes to show that when you listen to soul has very specific, like very, very specific instructions. At least for me, soul is very precise. And then soul will use numbers to further confirm that I'm on the right track. So I don't know how it happened, but my lawyer, who I've never even spoken to, I just like, hey, this is the company name. Okay, here's my card. You do what you do. Let me know when I need to. And they managed to make it happen on a Sunday. I will tell you this. This set of cards right now. When I asked what we were going to talk about, what I heard is darkness is desperate now. I would have liked to stay in La La Land. I would have. Look, hex, banishment. There's something caca that needs to be kind of like pushed away. There is something very caca. I don't know if you guys are dealing with something. I don't know if like I don't know. There's something off. There's something definitely off, and that card is confirming it. You need to be very aware of the environment that you are in and the company that you keep. This is not something to be, scared about and allow to shut you down or any of that. You don't need to be scared in that way. You just need to be aware. Whatever this is that needs to be pushed away, that needs to be banished, that needs to just be like, no, your caca, go away. This is something that's seeking to drain your creative energy. It doesn't want you to get to the next part. It doesn't. It doesn't. That's fine. Because you're protected anyways. Please. You're protected. You're protected, and you need to just kind of carry on, like day to day, just carry on and allow yourself to be aware of the ways in which you are being provided for opportunity, protection, the tools, the means, the methods. You're being given the instruction, the guidance. Blockages are being cleared out of your way. This is the time for you to be like, you know what? Devil, I don't care what you want. I don't care if you want me afraid. I don't care if you want me feeling crippled and shutting down. I don't care about any of that, because guess what? You will not contain me. Ooh, oh shit. You will not be contained, boo. You will not be shrinking down. You will be speaking your truth. You will be exerting boundaries, right? Darkness is desperate now. Okay. So with this snowy card, I'm getting the sense that dark things want you to feel as though you've been like iced out, that you've been snowed out of something, um, just to really mess with your emotions. You got to clear that away. Like, don't let your emotions be so easily um, influenced by dark things. I have a song for you. You want to know how you do? No, I'm joking. I'm joking. This song, I'm just going to sing it to you. MICRO dose. MICRO microdose. Microdose. It's just some random set of words that pops in my head sometimes because I don't know. Just a microdose of love helps the medicine go down. Just sing yourself some songs. Sing yourself some songs and allow yourself to recognize when things are really trying to bring your mood down, and you don't need it to be that low. I'm not saying you need it to be that high. I'm just saying you don't need it to be that low. Sure to get low, low, low. I don't know. Apple bottom jeans, boots with the fur. The demons was looking at her. She hit the floor. Next thing you know, demons got low, low, low. Yeah, no, F those demons. Enjoy yourself, enjoy your life. Be fully present as you begin to really put thought behind what you want to manifest for yourself. I'll tell you this. The 7/7 portal, maybe like a week, 2 weeks, maybe even 3 weeks before the portal actually began, a window of opportunity began to be opened. Okay. A window of opportunity began to open. And as that window of opportunity began to open, old energies, old attitudes, old mindsets, old traumas as well, they started coming forward. And those were things that were meant to trigger you in such a way that you would surge energy so that you could have this huge, huge, overly filled energetic repository that you could utilize to manifest during this period. Now, for people who didn't know, then I don't know. You could have gone into a dark space, which I could understand that, where you feel like, oh no, old things are starting again, which I can understand that, right? It could have been something where maybe whatever work you've done, shadow work you've done to some of your like personality, character, attitude, whatever it is, right? You felt it being undone. I mean, it could be so many different ways that this is expressed. And if you, oh, well, motherfuckers, guys, can y'all hear me now? Me now? Because my mic wasn't even connected. It's connected now. Is the live stream clearer? Is okay, hold on. Let me just hold on. Why am I like this? Oh Lord. Hold on. Oh. Okay. There. Is a clearer picture? Yeah. Okay. So, something's definitely been trying to get you to revert back to this old space that you were in, this old space of however things were. Maybe it was trying to get you to return back to old connections. I mean, I don't know. Something, something. And if you're not aware, if you haven't actually progressed to the degree that you believe you were progressing at, healing, growing, well, then, you're going to return back to that. And it's okay. It's going to trigger you if it hasn't already. And now you're being made aware that the triggers are a surefire way for you to accumulate the amount of energy that's needed to manifest something good for yourself. But you have to be very intentional in what you manifest. If you're just going to stay in this mindset of like you're being punished, things are not fair, oh, but you need to give me a break, oh, but I made a mistake, or I don't know, whatever other excuses we can come up with, right? Because I can come up with quite a few excuses. Then you're going to just repeat those cycles. You're going to have a really hard time. Darkness is very desperate right now because so many of us are entering into a space of being able to consciously influence our manifestations. We're beginning to realize we are in the driver's seat. And so what's going to happen? Dark things are going to try even harder. Okay? Even harder. You have to stay within the mindset that you've been trying to cultivate, a mindset that is powerful, a mindset that really gives you the space to process whatever it is you need to process, right? It's important to be very honest about things, very, very honest with yourself. Actually, it's important to be honest with everybody, but at the very least, be honest with yourself about what you're going through. And then you'll begin to see how much energy is being accrued because you're being triggered. Whenever darkness gets desperate, you are presented a very, very amazing opportunity for elevated. Use it. I'm not talking about take advantage of other people. See, when people hear me say these things like use this opportunity and they're like, oh my gosh, she's telling people to take advantage. No, that's your mindset. I don't take advantage of people. So when I say something like that, none of that enters my head. None of that enters my head. What enters my head is, okay, I'm going to stay focused. I'm going to go out on a limb, take a chance on myself and like just do it, make it happen. Make it happen. Just like forming another company. Just make it happen. Right? Make it happen. I could have sat there and missed that opportunity for such beautiful completion and alignment because I'm like, oh, but there's no way for this lawyer to get this, formed today. It's Sunday and it's already the evening time. Who cares? I was just like, you know what? It is what it is. If it gets formed, it gets formed. If they come back and tell me that business taken, then it's taken, and that's a sign that I need to just pause and wait for a more proper window of opportunity to be presented. And wouldn't you know, the way things aligned, I'm actually very happy about it because I really didn't think I would take any clients. I didn't. Like at all. That was not part of any of my intention at all. And as of right now, I have 2 clients in my coaching app. What? Mhm. Yes, I found an amazing coaching app that I can personalize and offer my clients, and it would give us the perfectly aligned opportunity to work together in a very powerful way. And to think, just 2 nights ago, I was like, oh, I messed that up. Yeah, I messed that up. I was supposed to have done it already and just, I kind of just messed that up. I didn't listen to soul. And yeah, I did on Sunday. Yeah, like super busy, like ridiculous busy. But I made it a point to take time out and do what soul was telling me, like, you need to get this done. And I was actually irritated because of it. I was like, right now? You don't think I have enough to do today? Like right now? You need me to do it right now. And soul was like, yeah, stop what you're doing and do what I told you to do. And so I listened. If you want the opportunities to come to fruition, you have to do what soul tells you to do when it tells you to do it. Card number 33, sharing. There is giving and receiving and giving, but it's in reverse. So, what's that telling us? That you have to stop making your personal process a group effort, a group thing. One of the most covert parasitic tactics is to try to project onto others a very personal, very intimate, internal thing. Like, you need to do this for me. You need to cater to me. No, no one needs to cater to anyone. What we all need to do is dive deep within ourselves, see the process that we're in, and allow ourselves to maybe pause and gain some clarity. Clarity regarding what it is we need to do, clarity regarding maybe what your desires are, what your objective is. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool when you can pause and be like, okay, I'm adding too many things into this equation that don't even need to be there, right? Like, okay, you have this equation of 1 plus 2 equals 3. But then you're over here, okay, 1 plus 2 minus 12 plus 24 minus 6 plus -6 equals 3. Wait, is it? I don't know. It was too complex for me. I need a pen and paper to be able to compute that much. Yeah, it's like that, where it's like you're adding really nonsensical things into your equation because something outside of you is whispering in your ear, trying to complicate a very simple thing. All you have to do is listen. Not listen and then demand additional instruction so that you can better understand, so that you can better control the situation and better prepare and better this and better. No, just do what soul tells you to do. Listen. Take action when you're told it's time to take action. Allow. When darkness is desperate, it's going to use many, many tactics. It's going to try its best to confuse you. It's going to try its best to make you feel as though there is nothing in store for you. Nothing good, nothing rejuvenating, nothing pleasant, just dryness, heat, misery. Like, no. Card number 28, moving forward. The first step is taken within our stillness. The first step is taken within our stillness. You have to allow yourself to get quiet in order to hear, in order to feel, in order to receive communication from soul. Card number 38, repair. Making amends rather than fun times reveals a relationship's true constitution. It's in reverse. That's hard. Ooh. Okay. Oh, shit. Here's a message. Look at the background. It's all foggy. The view is obscured. You have no idea the environment you've just entered into for some of you, whoever this message applies to. You have no idea of the environment you've just entered into. Making amends through constitution. But again, it's in reverse. This is telling me that you keep trying to patch together something that really just needs to be tossed out. You're trying to patch together something that is not meant to be in your life. You're trying to put back together something that your own soul keeps going out of its way to clear out. I know for me, in the past like couple months, I would say, yeah, past couple months, there's been this continuous process of developing awareness of old patterns, clinging to that pattern for a second or two, only for me to come to a very obvious need to make a very clear, very urgent decision to not repeat that, to not fall back into those cycles, to not chase things. And then, what's funny is I was thinking about that, and really it had nothing to do with anyone. It was just like me contemplating patterns, contemplating old cycles, contemplating the ways in which I've grown. Life has shifted and changed, the good, the bad, like just really lost in thought. It was neither good, it was not bad. It was just thinking, my mind going as I'm preoccupied completing tasks. And when this realization of it's time to just open my hand and let go, to submit to the process and allow the winds of change to blow out of my grasp, out of my palm, the things that my life has already been telling me, you've either outgrown this, it's no longer aligned, it's not what you thought it was, or it's just full on toxic for you. And then I didn't want to deal with that, of course. I didn't know what it was pertaining to, but I didn't want to deal with it. So I hop on Instagram, and it's very rare for me to go on Instagram for quite some time now. And I happen to go on, and the first post that I see was something about, people think it's a punishment to ignore me. And basically, I forget you exist. I forget you exist. If you ignore me, I'm not going to chase you. I have ADHD. It was an ADHD post. I forget you exist. I thought it was no big deal. And I thought it was hilarious until I reposted it. Unless I'm obsessing about old problems, I don't have any problems. I forget about them. I don't pretend I don't have any. I literally don't have any problems because in my mind it doesn't exist until I allow myself to be influenced by something parasitic that's trying to get me to fixate on a particular thought form, on a particular time in my life, on a particular this, particular that. I mean, I'd just be floating along in life. I just kind of keep right on going. It's not an act, it's not a survival tactic. It's just how my brain functions. And I'm wondering if maybe your soul is bringing these things to my awareness, the way I function, because maybe it's kind of how you function too. And instead of just allowing yourself to function in the way you do, you've convinced yourself that you're avoiding, that you need to fix this, whatever your soul is trying to take out of your life, whatever is trying to be, that you need to make it work. What? When you have a square peg and you have a rubber mallet and the hole is round with a circumference that is smaller than the square peg, you're not going to make that work. The only way to make that work is to recognize you have the wrong piece. That's the only way. I love Durango, by the way. I do. I love Durango. I do. Card number 12. Creative power. Release your alchemical energy into the world. Ooh, but it's in reverse. Do you know what that means? You are being told by soul to hold on to your energy, to conserve your energy, your attention, your focus, your time. For those of you who can do that, you will have surplus of what is needed, what is necessary to bring to fruition the things you need to bring to fruition, the things that you are already in the process of manifesting. For those of you who are like, but I can't, I have to help people, go right ahead. I'm not going to try and convince you different. I'm not going to try and talk you out of the same old martyrdom cycle. Oh, yeah, I said what the fuck I said. I am not going to try and convince you to exit out of the same old martyrdom cycles that you have willingly inserted yourself into for as long as you have been doing it. You go right ahead. It's no one's place to try and convince you that it's time to move forward from the unhappiness that you continuously choose. If you're not ready, you're not ready. And maybe a couple weeks, couple months, couple years of being unhappy in that same circumstance, whatever it is, whether it's a relationship, a friendship, a work thing, a business thing, whatever it is, you will progress through that in the time and manner you choose to progress through that. And that's that. There's no ands, there's no buts. That's the complete message. For those of us who are in fact ready, well, it's time. Good stuff. Good stuff. So let's see. Card number 21, key to intimacy. Intimate love is a core need to be met in relation to ourselves and those closest to us. The journey to intimacy often includes learning what love is not. Love is not martyrdom. Love is not being quiet in order to keep a peace that doesn't exist, in order to maintain a peace that does not belong to you. If peace requires your misery, your self loathing, if it requires you compromising who you are, I don't know that that's peace. Parasitic activity is ramping all the way the F up. It's going to continue to ramp up tremendously until about a week past the 8/8 portal. I'm telling you, I think I'm just here's a thought. To have my energetic business go on hiatus until after a week or two after the 8/8 portal. And in the meantime, I'm just going to do personal training because even when people are parasitic, they're not so ballsy in person. I'm ballsy any environment you put me in. So I was just like, maybe in the next few weeks, all I'll do is personal training. I don't know. I don't know. I absolutely expect the entirety of the parasitic thing to blow the F up. I'm not even joking, you guys. I'm not even joking. Like, just in the past, I would say 48, maybe 36 hours. Um, mhm, mhm, mhm. A lot of shenanigans. A lot. Card number 13, false beliefs. Once the untruths that we believe about ourselves are illuminated, so are the ways we can release the false limitations they confine us to. Give me 1 second, guys. So, Darknet is desperate now. I'm going to read it again, okay? Card number 13, false beliefs. Once the untruths that we believe about ourselves are illuminated, so are the ways we can release the false limitations they confine us to. I really didn't want to talk about this portion of the subject matter, but I'm absolutely aware that there is a new parasitic strain that's been released. It's been released maybe about 3 weeks ago. It's gaining momentum, and people are saying they're heavily infested. This is a parasitic strain that's been patterning standing scalar wave wise. It's patterning in a very erratic manner that is unnatural for this particular type of parasitic. And as the patterning continues to fluctuate, the detection of it becomes very compromised. But the behaviors are very fucking clear. Very, very fucking clear. It's why I should just end the live stream and go back to the gym. I just got home from the gym. I should just go back to the gym. Woo! Makes me want to vomit. So let me just get through this reading. Yeah, there's lack of clarity. For those who are affected by this, there's lack of clarity, but it's really very specific behavioral patterns that I've seen multiple folks infested with this already at this point. Multiple people infested with this. Some of the most obvious behavioral patterns is like a lack of awareness of, mean girl behavior, queen bee type behavior, attempts to commandeer situations. And I've seen this with everyone who's infected with this strain, which is like quite a few people at this point. Quite a few. It's almost like it's entering into, oh my fucking God. A notification just came in. It's almost like this parasitic thing is entering into a state where it's really utilizing more human type behaviors. So you don't necessarily feel the darkness. You just feel like almost like catty, petty, bratty, demanding, controlling type energy. Not things that are very obviously toxic, right? Something that just makes you like, what the hell is that about? The hell is that about? What the hell is going on here? That's weird. Right? It's very subtle. It's very, very subtle. I've noticed I don't want to talk about it anymore. I just don't. I don't. Yeah, I don't want to deal with that parasitic stuff right now. I just want to get this reading done. Maybe I'll go talk about it on TikTok later. Yep. Yeah. There it is. There it is. For many people, because we're in accelerated ascension mechanics, which is lending to our ability to go ahead and amplify our manifestation ability. For many of us, because of that shedding, we're entering into another layer of shadow work. And because when you enter into that layer of shadow work, um, you're vulnerable for a short period, but vulnerable. Dark interference occurs. I fully expect tremendous amounts of trauma bonding to occur, where one insecure person, another insecure person, and maybe another insecure person, I don't know, however many, they'll find either someone to trauma bond with through insecurity, or if they're solo, they will find a way to initiate interaction with you by triggering your traumas in order for you guys to then trauma bond. And I'm absolutely like, fuck that. I'm good. I am beyond good. Don't waste your energy on that type of crap. Flow. Remember, darkness is desperate now. It needs as much energy as possible to be able to bring to fruition this next part. They're trying to bring stuff back. I'm not allowed to talk about that stuff on YouTube. YouTube's told me many times. I can't even mention like keywords or anything like that. So this is another upside down cycle to keep you in a space of duality, a space where you are made to feel like you accept all parts of you. And that will leave you waiting and asking for galactic assistance. I'm telling you guys right now, if that's where you're at, you're waiting for some galactic assistance of some kind. You know, demons can easily mimic galactic stuff, right? You're waiting for the Galactic Federation. Do you know what the Galactic Federation actually is? So many people talk about it, but I don't think they really know what it is. I'll talk about it at some point. Not right now. There's a lot of soul separation that's being felt, and that soul separation, it's important. We'll begin to see why over the next few weeks. During this period, the main objective is to prevent you from receiving the rejuvenation that you need. Okay? I'm so sorry, guys. I have to go. I'm sorry to go so abruptly. I have to go. I won't be doing expedites today, but stay safe. Stay cloaked, shield, all of that good stuff. Okay? I'll see you guys again very